Yo guys, what is good? Griff13 here back in today, guys, and today, guys, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over the January DLC clues. And to some of you guys as well, Happy New Year for those of you guys who are going to be watching this right away. I know some of you guys may not watch this until maybe Monday, so of course, those people, it'll be January the 2nd of 2017, so the new year will have just begun. So technically, it will still be Happy New Year. What am I saying? Anyway, though, so Happy New Year, guys. And let's go ahead and get on into this. So, the first clue is kind of interesting. It's race bred for your safety, which of course I wasn't that safe, just flipping over right there in this Lamborghini Huracan. But what I first thought is I'm thinking, okay, this has got to be the Volvo S60 Polestar. And the thing is, we already have that in the game. So it can't be that. So I'm thinking it still has to be a safe car. So it's probably going to be a Volvo or a Saab. And I started thinking over it, race bred. Now, the couple cars that I think could possibly be is it could be the Saab 900 Turbo. It could be a Volvo XC90, which has a glorious engine, and it's not in the game yet. Or it could be like the Volvo V60 Polestar, which is like a hatchback, which honestly, I think that car looks kind of cool. I actually really like the way it looks for hatchback, except the one issue with it is that, of course, you can't... The back window just doesn't look right. It needs to be fixed. I swear that's the only issue that's with that car, is the back window looks kind of crappy. I don't like how it just dips down. It's just weird. They shouldn't have done anything with that. So, but let's go ahead and hop on over to car number 2 now. Now, that clue is this ain't your mama's Explorer, but it does have an EcoBoost motor. So, of course, first thing that comes to mind is an Explorer. I think we might be getting an Explorer S, like the new one, or the Police Interceptor Explorer, which is honestly a kick-ass looking car, guys. I actually do like the new Ford Explorers. The only issue is, of course, if you own one, you are going to be stuck in traffic for days because everybody is going to be slowing the hell down because they're afraid you're a cop. So, it has become the new Interceptor, or the new Crown Victoria, or Dodge Challenger or Dodge Charger, or pretty much any Dodge product, because if you're driving behind a Dodge late at night, like even a freaking SRT or a Challenger, a Charger, the Dart, they all have that same back tail light, and you sometimes can't tell, and you're like, oh crap, is that a cop? And you slow right on down. Honestly sucks, because I was driving to Arkansas the other day, guys, to go look for my house, and oh my god, I got stuck behind a freaking I got stuck behind a Dart thinking, oh god, this is a Charger with a cop in it. And of course it wasn't, because it was just a Dart, but that's beside the point. So I feel like that's what we're going to be getting, is we're going to be getting a Ford Explorer S, or a the Interceptor version, or really any Ford product that has an EcoBoost motor. We might be getting an EcoBoost Mustang. That'd be very interesting, considering the fact we already have the GT350R. I don't know why they would actually do that. But really, though, I do think that we're going to be seeing an Explorer coming up now. So that'll be an interesting thing to see. So the next car for car number 3 is public safety be damned. They should have bought it. Or they should have made it. Not bought it. Why am I saying that? But anyway, though, what I think this is, I think it's going to be the Jaguar XK180. Now, this was a open top. Ooh, there was some black ice right there. I think this is going to be an open top car. Well, what it is, it's an open top car, and everyone was like, come on, build it, build it, build it, build it, build it. And of course, they never built it because, unfortunately, in order to get it up to standards, it was going to cost way too much money in order for them to make money off of, so they never ended up building it, which was unfortunate, because it's actually a really cool looking car. I like it. So I think that's what we're going to be getting there. And now, for car number 4. Car number 4 is very easy to figure out. And what I'm going to tell you guys, though, is, honestly, go over onto the forums. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you guys aren't a member, join it. You can learn so much on those forums. In fact, a lot of what I do on this YouTube channel, I've posted on those forums as well. So you guys can go ahead and check those out. But what I think it is I feel like, guys, that we're going to be getting the new, or not new, but we're going to be getting a BMW i8. Now, the reason I say this, guys, is because this is the clue. I ate too much over the holidays, did you? Again, guys, I ate too much over the holidays, did you? It basically says it right there. It's just a play on words. We're getting the i8 for clue number 4, and we already know that we're going to be getting the BMW i8, and because they've already said, hey, we're going to be making the BMW i8. And, of course, they've just been dropping hints about the BMW i8 for days now. Like, when I was in Disney, they sort of released, like, hey, we're building the BMW i8. And then they tried to be, like, sort of sneaky almost, like being like, hey, we're building a BMW, we're building the best BMW, and the one that everybody's been requesting. They didn't say that they were going to be doing an i8, but of course they're doing an i8. So, anyway though, let's go ahead and get on to car number 5. Spiral cell technology makes the Optima battery the best battery that you can buy. And what I think this is, I think it's going to be a Kia Optima, just because it says Optima in it. Because at first I was thinking, like, okay, it's got to be a car that has an Optima battery at stock. But then, of course, I'm like, that's a lot of cars. So that would make so many options. So what I think it's going to be is I think it's going to be a Kia Optima because it is relatively inexpensive. It's reliable up until you get about 60,000 miles on the car. Then it starts breaking down, which, got a story for you guys about that. I got a buddy. He owns a Kia Optima. It's really pretty. It's blue, and he's got gold wheels on it. Looks really nice. I like it. But the thing is, though, is he went on a road trip with his girlfriend down to Florida. And halfway back from the road trip, the car broke down. And he had just bought this, guys. He bought it used with like 60,000 miles. It had a 75,000 mile warranty or something like that. And he gets halfway home and it breaks down. Well, he takes it to the mechanic. Mechanic says, okay, the engine is seized. You're going to have to get a new engine replacement. Kia dealership said it's going to be $7,000 and it's not covered under his warranty. So he was pissed, and he goes up to the hey, one of the benefits at my work is I get a free lawyer so that scumbags like you aren't, like, pulling this sort of shit on me. And they're like, okay, you know what? Don't get your lawyer involved. We'll cut the price in half, and it'll be $3,500. Well, he still doesn't have $3,500 because he just bought a car and took his girlfriend to Universal Studios. He doesn't have that kind of money. So he gets his lawyer involved. He shows up on the first day. Boom! All of a sudden, his engine replacement is free and covered under the warranty. So yeah, that's how that works. So. Kind of interesting story about the Kia Optima. I would never buy one, guys. They're not really reliable after 60,000 miles. Maybe you could buy one used and sell it after like 60,000 miles, and then you'll get your money back mostly. Because I think you'll probably lose maybe, with the cost of a Kia, usually around, I don't know, $5,000 or something like that after buying a new one. So, I don't know. Be interesting, though, to see. I actually really like how they look, though. I do like how the Kia Optima looks. But I would never own one in real life. It's kind of like how I would never own a 2008 to 2010 Honda Accord, because those things are not reliable, guys. Even though I love them. I do love how they look. So let's go ahead and get on to car number 6. And this is paid for and fueled by caffeine. So what I was thinking at first is paid for by caffeine. Okay, it's got to be Monster or Red Bull. So the thing is, though, is or Rockstar. It could be Rockstar too, especially since some of the cars in this game are already Rockstar related. Like we have the Rockstar Polaris and stuff like that. So, but what I was thinking though is we're gonna get the Red Bull Volkswagen Toureg Dakar. And the reason I mainly thought that is the fact that we're also going to be getting, you know, it's a Volkswagen. We don't have any in the game yet. Everybody's been wanting a Volkswagen. So why not introduce a Toureg? It's not a super popular one. I don't know. And they can also just say that it's a Rockstar brand. Now the other thing that I'm thinking, though, is that we could be getting a Volkswagen Scirocco. Now the reason I'm saying this, though, is there's actually a Volkswagen Scirocco that was made and powered by coffee. So very, very interesting. And actually, what it actually was powered off of was caffeine. And you'd fill the gas tank up with coffee, and then it would run for a little while. And then, of course, you'd have to empty out the car of the coffee without caffeine. And basically, you'd have decaf at the end. So kind of interesting. But I was also reading on the forums, and somebody mentioned a Ford P100, which apparently had the same sort of thing as the Scirroco, and that's more of an American, or not American, Australian car. It's like a used sort of deal. So I could see that being another option, but I really hope that it's actually the Volkswagen Scirocco, because I really look forward to that. I kind of like those old classic Volkswagens, so it'd be very interesting to have as an option. And now we get on to our final car, car number 7, and that is, if you reach this peak, the ride will be well worth it. And what I think this is I think it's going to be the new Bugatti. The Chiron or Chiron, I don't know how they pronounce it, so forgive me on that, but yeah. And the reason I think that is, price going to be well worth it. It's going to be very expensive, and it's probably going to be the best car that you can get, which of course is going to be the Bugatti Chiron. It's a little overhyped. I'm not a big fan of the Veyron, but I do have to admit the Veyron is a very good car. Stock, probably one of the best cars stock in the world. Fast, super technology. But yeah, I don't like it, and I really don't like it. I would never own one, even if I had that $1 million to pay for it. If I were gonna get any like supercar or hypercar or anything like that, I think the first one I would get, well, maybe I'd actually would get a Huracan, just because I'm cheap. Yeah, guys, Huracan cheap, yeah. But if you're super rich and can afford a Bugatti Veyron or a Bugatti Chiron, a Huracan is a cheap car. So that's what I think I would get, because I actually really love them.
You have a friend in an online
Oh my god, Anna, shut the hell up.
Would you like to join their game?
Obviously not. But anyway, though. So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. As I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about the new car pack. Anyway, though, guys, that's about it for today. If you guys liked the video, go and make sure to hit the like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.